For has actually aged better than the three of us, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. Yeah, it hasn't gained a pound.
We got phoned up by the bloke who brought the actual game to Britain, and he said, could this be on the telly? And we talked about it, and we thought, well, it could, but as long as basically it's a comedy show about football. We said, why don't we just make it a representation of our own home life, where we sit on the sofa, we watch football with beers. He's an ex-alcoholic, so he wasn't actually drinking any beer.
You're never an ex-alcoholic.
Sorry.
Yes.
I would drink beer, and then the people would come round and watch football with us.
I think in the 90s we were seen as being at the centre of a thing called the New Lads culture. People get nostalgic about Euro 96, but not New Lads. Now it's really disgraced, just because the magazines had pictures of Liz Hurley in her underwear.
Two of Britain's most popular pop groups have begun the biggest chart war in 30 years.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
The pop group Take That have confirmed they're to split up.
Damien Hirst has won this year's Turner Prize.
England have named their squad for the European Championship finals, which kick off at Wembley in 12 days' time.
Would fantasy football work now?
I think the show could exist. I mean, you know, the show...
Could you get away with now with what you did then?
Well, one thing
Lee,
about there were some things. Like, there was a player who played for Notts Forest called Jason Lee. Jason Lee was missing goals consistently, and we featured all his misses in, like, you know, montages.
All his misses?
They make me sick!
Yeah, they make me sick!
Pineapple Head, was it the Pineapple
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be able to get away with that, and maybe that's a good thing.
But basically what we did do is we said on telly what people said on the terraces and stuff all the time.
How are you? Nice to see you. Exactly. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah. Nice to see you. Good.
So what's life like now then as a hotel owner? Stressful? Is it? What is it?
It's stressful in as much as it's hard work.
Can't be that hard work. You look unbelievable for your age. You're doing something right.
Steady.
What would you be doing if you weren't going to be playing football all your life?
Oh, I have no idea. It's all I can do.
Do you miss football?
Yeah, of course.
See.
I mean, how can you not? I mean, it's my life. It's always been my life, and it always will be until there is no.
Now, inside. You're still in contact.
Imagine if we had won that tournament, it would have been Sir Terry Venables.
Oh, God.
Do you look back at the tournament and think it's a tournament we should have won?
Well, I just don't know how we didn't win it. What we went through was something I've never experienced.
One of the best times of your life?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. I think the best.
The best?
Yeah, I would say.
Even after what you've achieved at Barcelona and Tottenham and everywhere you've been?
Well, yeah, it was a good career going from Crystal Palace, Queen's Park Rangers, and getting higher and better. Yeah. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I thought someone was having a joke, you know, that Barcelona's very interested. Yeah. But then when you get to England, it's always to do with your parents and your grandparents and special feeling.
Proud moments then?
I think proud moments is right, yes.
In '96, I was in the form of my life for Blackburn. I'd won the league the season before, but I hadn't scored for England for nearly 2 years. On top of that, Terry Venables had been forced to announce he would step down after Euro '96. We were all feeling the pressure of a competition on home soil.
Within the last few minutes, police have confirmed that they're investigating allegations of damage to the plane that carried the England players back from Hong Kong.
The police, the Football Association and the airline are all investigating the incident, which has prompted calls from some MPs to exclude any players involved from the team.
Take you back to our little infamous trip to China and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Did you feel that the players let you down because of that episode in that particular nightclub? Was that because you'd give us a curfew? There was 7 or 8 players.
There was 7 or 8
pictured.
stayed back in the hotel.
There was probably 4 or 5 that were out who weren't pictured also, and I was one of those guys. Did you ever feel that we let you down by actually going out and breaking
those are
the
the things that make the difference, because you think you're in trouble, and all of a sudden you've actually said, no, my job here and your job with me is to win the game.
Yeah.
However we win it, we win it.
So you used that, you used the negative press to your